then, I guess we all think realistically about that day when we will be victimized with what is life's final common denominator. It's something we call death. We all think about it, and every now and then I think about my own death, and I think about my own funeral. I don't think of it in a morbid sense, but every now and then I ask myself, what is it that I would want to say? I leave a word to you this morning. If any of you are around when I have to meet my day, I don't want a long funeral. And if you got somebody to deliver the eulogy, tell them not to talk too long. Every now and then I wonder what I wanted to say. Tell them not to mention that I have a Nobel Peace Prize. That isn't important. Tell them not to mention that I have 300 or 400 other awards. That's not important. Tell them not to mention where I went to school. If you happen to be around on that day, I'd like for somebody to mention that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to give his life serving others. I'd like for somebody to mention that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to love somebody. I want you to be able to say that I did try in my life to feed the hungry. I want you to be able to say that I did try in my life to clothe those who were naked. I want you to say that I tried to love and serve humanity. Yes, if you want to say that I was a drum major, say that I was a drum major for justice. Say that I was a drum major for peace, a drum major for righteousness. All of the other shallow things, they will not matter. I won't have any money to leave behind. I won't have all of the fine and luxurious things of life to leave behind. But I just want to leave a committed life behind. That's all I want to say. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word of song, if I can show somebody where it's traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a Christian officer, if I can bring salvation to a world once wrought, if I can spread the message as a master taught, then my living will not be in vain. And they were telling me now, it doesn't matter now. It really doesn't matter what happens now. I left Atlanta this morning, and as we got started on the plane, there were 6 of us. The pilot announced over the public address system that we are sorry for the delay, but we have Dr. Martin Luther King on the plane. And to be sure that all of the bags were checked, and to be sure that nothing would go wrong, we've had the plane protected and guarded all night. And then I got into Memphis, and some began to say the threats or to talk about the threats that were out. What would happen to me from some of our sick white brothers? Well, I